Hi, welcome back to Bidanya's World. And remember my previous recipe, and if you haven't watched my previous episode, sorry, where I was talking about juicing recipes, and I introduced 2 new juicing recipes to you, one for the gut and one for the skin. And I have them right here. And this is your skin health. This is actually not skin health, but this is really, can I say this is beautiful skin in a bottle, in short. And it has carrots, 8 carrots, quarter watermelon, 4 ginger fingers, 2 beetroots, that's why it looks red, and 2 oranges. Alternatively, you can reduce the watermelon, and you can also reduce the beetroot and it'll look more yellow. But here we added a lot of watermelon just for the hydration purposes. But this honestly is beautiful skin in a bottle. And you need to store it in an airtight container. And I'll tell you more about this and why, because some of you have a lot of questions when it comes to juicing. And I also realize a lot of us do not know the benefits of juicing and how to juice effectively. And this was for the gut. Already with my creatives here, I wanted them to taste this juicing recipe. They said no because it has asparagus. They don't like asparagus, and it has cabbage. But guys, this is amazing for your gut in terms of bloating, in terms of gas, in terms of digestion, especially those days you wake up and your tummy is just feeling so bloated, it's feeling uncomfortable. This is something you should incorporate in your daily juicing habit. And I love this recipe, and especially, for example, you know you're going for an event in 3 days' time and you want to look all snatched. This is something you should consume every day in the morning. And with the asparagus, it also helps clean out the junk in the colon, because your gut is also part of the colon. You need things leaving. It's all about detoxification and elimination. So this is amazing for that. And it actually tastes very good. It's one of my amazing green recipes, and it has pineapple, it has asparagus, a bunch of cabbage, and it also has pineapple and ginger. So always add the pineapple, that makes it more palatable, and also the ginger masks the taste of the cabbage, and the asparagus for those guys who do not really fancy having that in their juice. But this is amazing. You must try it. So there are quite a lot of questions regarding juicing. So the reason why I have this in a glass bottle is for storage. And the good thing again about juicing, you can juice for today and also store it for the next 3 days, because you can imagine washing this juicer can take some time. A lot of you guys say and tell me that just washing the juicer makes you not juice every morning. But there's a solution. You can juice all this and then store it for the next 3 days. 2 to 3 days. Don't go above 3 days because the juice will go rancid. Remember, this is natural live juices. And you can add a little bit of lemon to keep it more fresh, but it should be 48 hours to 72 hours maximum. Store it in an airtight glass container. The fuller, the better, so that you don't have oxidation. And also you need to stick it also in the fridge. Cold, don't put it in the freezer, put it in the refrigerator. It has to be in a dark place, and also refrigerated to maintain the freshness. Why a glass bottle? Because again, plastic, it's not healthy. Glass, it's more airtight because you need to preserve both the nutrients, the vitamins, the enzymes. This is a live product we're talking about, and also in the refrigerator because you have to maintain the freshness. So that's how you store. You can also store it in an airtight thermos. Before I used to put it in an airtight thermos, then I noticed after 2 days it doesn't taste very good, because I think the thermos takes in or because you've been using the thermos for other things, there's something inside the thermos that makes it more heated, so it really missed the taste of the juice. So now I always just stick to glass bottles. If it's more opaque, the better, but this is still fine. So any glass bottle, airtight, in the fridge. So there's so many questions regarding juicing, and the first one is, what is juicing and what is blending? Is it the same thing? It's totally different. Juicing, you need a juicer. Juicing, you're extracting the pulp from the juice so you can get a pure liquid form like this. While blending, you need a blender where you're blending everything together. So you're mixing everything together. Juicing is known better for cleansing because it goes straight into your system, and you're giving your body a break from digestion. Digestion takes a lot of energy. For example, you go for lunch and you're eating, you can eat your ugali, I love my ugali. You're eating so much and you feel tired all of a sudden because your body is using that energy to digest. You know, we call it, what is it called? Coma, food coma. Because your body is using all that, you've given it all that, and it has to digest because it can't just sit there. You know, the tummy, the colon, all the digestive juices have to work to assimilate the food. But with juicing, no digestion is done. All these enzymes, nutrients, vitamins, phytonutrients go straight into your bloodstream without the digestion process. So you see a lot of people who are sick or who are healing, they're given juices because they need to rest from digesting, and the body needs to focus on healing. So that's why juicing is amazing for that cleansing and also for healing. While you have the smoothies, or the blending, with the blending you get the smoothies, and smoothies are usually used as a meal replacement. So you see those people wanting to lose weight or they want to reduce their meal intake, they now blend fruits, vegetables, and you can even put the avocado, the bananas, you put in protein shakes in order for you to get a smoothie for meal replacement. But juicing is specifically for healing. If you're looking for skin health, if you're looking for gut health, if you're trying to help your liver, your kidney, your colon, it's through juicing because it goes straight into your system and it's fast thing in the morning. So it goes straight into your bloodstream. The other question I'm asked, can I use a blender for juicing? Yes, you can. But the problem with using a blender, you're using too much energy in mixing the fruits and vegetables because it's very loud and it's, you know, you really have to use a lot of energy for it to blend into a smooth paste. And then after it blends into a smooth paste, you have to take a sieve and then sieve the juice out. Already that exposes the fruits and vegetables to oxygen, and oxidation kills all the good stuff from the juice. And that's why you rather use a juicer and not a blender. The other question I get also very, very often is juicing better than eating whole fruits and vegetables? I say you still need to eat your fruits and vegetables because of the fiber. So what I do is I juice first thing in the morning, and then later on I can have my fruits and vegetables. Why the juicing? Of course, as I said before, you're giving your body less energy to digest. I mean, you're giving your body you're giving your body a rest from digestion. Well, when you eat your fruits and vegetables, your body still needs to extract the juice and the fiber. It has to do all kinds of things in order for you to get the benefits. And I'll give an example. For example, if your gut health is not optimum, and usually it's not, as we grow older or because of lifestyle changes, because of stress, our gut is not, or can I say, our body does not digest things efficiently. So for example, if you eat this, what happens if your gut is not healthy? It will be hard for you to extract the nutrients and vitamins from this watermelon. But the juicing has made it easier for you. And the juicing, it's a higher concentration of all the good stuff. Well, for example, watermelon, I can't eat all this watermelon in one setting, but I can juice it in one setting. And it's a concentration of the benefits of the fruits and vegetables. And you eating this, you're giving your body, by the time it removes the seeds, it extracts the juice, it extracts the fiber, it's too much work, and you might not get the optimum benefits of this watermelon as opposed to juicing. So juice and still eat your fruits and vegetables. I think it's important. For example, I do not juice mangoes because I love eating mangoes. I do not juice papayas. I do not juice avocado. That is something that I eat. So, but eating fruits and vegetables is also very important. How often should I juice? Every day. every day. It's like drinking water. It's like breathing. You have to juice every day to see the benefits. I've been juicing for the last 10 years and I've seen the benefits. At times I wake up, I'm exhausted. I'm like, you know what? I need beetroot. I need some watermelon. I need ginger. And it just gives me the energy to start my day. So definitely it's something you should consume every day. Remember, it's natural. It's not medicine that when you take medicine, you can see the effects within a day or 2 days or immediately. This is natural. So the more you do it, the better. And you see the benefits that keep on growing as you go ahead. But I've had so many people who've told me they've started juicing and they can see the difference in their skin, in their health, in their energy. So remember, this is natural. You have to do it every day to see the benefit. It's not a one-off. You can't drink juice today and say, oh, my gut is healthy. No. Like, for example, if you know you have gut issues, drink this for at least a period of 2 weeks and you'll see the difference. If you want to increase your glow or you're having skin issues, drink this for 21 days. Remember, the skin rejuvenates after every 21 days. So feed it well. Help it. Help it make the change within those 21 days. So drink this for 21 days, then you'll see the difference, because that's when your skin is rejuvenating. The other question I get asked is, what's the best time of the day to drink juice? In the morning or fasting in the morning. For example, today, this is my fast. I think it's about 12 o'clock and I've started with my juice. So as long as it's on an empty stomach, you can drink your juice anytime. And for me, I prefer taking it fasting in the morning at around 10 or 10:30. Before that, I've done so many other things like my lemon juice. But this is something I take at about 10:30 to 11 and at times 12 o'clock. But it has to be in an empty stomach. Because if you don't take it in an empty stomach, it doesn't go straight into your bloodstream and it becomes rancid. Just like, you should eat fruits and vegetables in the morning. It's not something you take for dessert because it becomes rancid. It's not used by the body because of the enzymes. So take it first thing in the morning. The other question I get asked again is, can juicing help with weight loss? Yes, it can, especially this recipe, and then you add lemon. You take it every morning for a period of 2 weeks to 1 month, you will see the difference. And why? I found that when you take juicing, you tend to crave less of the sweet things. And sugar is not something good for your weight loss journey. So this really helps with that. And also, a lot of us carry dead weight. What I mean by that is junk in our trunks. So with juicing, you're removing the junk and that will make you lighter. So definitely it can really help with weight loss. Does juicing really detox the body? Yes, it does. It really helps with detoxification because you're cleansing other systems. So things like beetroot helps with the liver. Things like ginger helps with the inflammation and helps with detoxification. You have watermelon with hydration. So definitely if you want to detoxify the body and help your internal organs, that's the liver, the kidney, the skin, the colon, the gut, juicing fruits and vegetables and herbs really does help with that. The other question I ask, what's the best juice for glowing skin? I've already told you, darlings. Add in the carrots, add more carrots. At times with my juicing recipe, you'll see it's all orange because of the carrots. So add more carrots and you'll see the difference. And the other question I'm asked, are there juices that boost immunity? Yes. If you're trying, and I keep on telling guys in the office that I rarely get colds and flus because I juice every morning. And if I know there's a flu happening around, there was this COVID that I think happened in January, February. Juice more of the oranges because this is rich in vitamin C. Also, beta-carotene is an antioxidant, great for immunity. You have the ginger, great for immunity. So definitely juicing helps with immunity. And remember, it's all about prevention. So I juice for immunity, and especially after my cancer journey, and I found out the benefits of juicing. This is something I do, and I believe has helped me be cancer-free all this year. So definitely juicing, amazing for immunity. Can juicing help with digestion and bloating? Hello, here you go, darlings, this recipe. If you don't want to put in the asparagus and the cabbage, you can still put in the pineapple, the cucumber, and also ginger and lemon. That also will help you. But definitely this is the key. This is the ultimate bottle of good gut health. I should even sell it and make money, but I'm just here sharing knowledge because I want you to try it. And it's easy. Just go to the supermarket, get the ingredients, get a juicer, and you're good to go. Is juice safe for people with diabetes? Here I know it's a very, can I say, it's a very, there's a word I'm trying to look. It's sensitive, yes, because some juices can hike up your blood sugar. So I would say focus more on the greens, and then maybe you can do 80% vegetables, 20% fruit. I'm 60-40. I prefer my fruits more than my vegetables just because the vegetables, it's hard to get them organic. I can't clean out the pesticides if I tried. And also, I don't like the crawlies I find in kale and the spinach and the broccolis. So I tend not to juice that. But if you're okay with those things, which they say they're good in protein, you can. But for me, I just cannot be in a kitchen where I'm seeing those things crawling out of my vegetables. That is something I cannot deal with, and I will take off. But if it's something easier for you, you can do that, and do that 80%, 20% fruits and vegetables. So there's a way in which you can work around that. What is the easiest juice recipe for beginners? I started off with apple, carrots, ginger. That's how I started my juicing journey. Then later on, I'm like, let me add an orange. Let me add a watermelon. Like I said, with juicing, it's just interesting. You can add absolutely what you want and how it tastes. So, but basically apple, carrots, because you need to start the vegetables. That's why I'm telling you the carrots. It's apple, carrot, and ginger. That's what I started with. And just amazing, and you'll love it. The other question, do I need an expensive juicer to start? No, you don't. I started with a very, very simple juicer about 10 years ago, 14 years ago. And then later on, I upgraded to this amazing juicer. It's really an investment, but if you're getting into the juicing habit, just start with any juicer that you have, because it's about developing that habit. And as you go along, you'll keep on upgrading your juicer because it's an investment. You'll see it's something you love. You want something easier. So this has been my, I think, 6th juicer since I started. And of course, the more expensive, the more back for your money, because it's going to last longer and it's also more effective. Just remember, it has to be a slow juicer. It uses less energy because you don't want harming the fruits and vegetables, the enzymes and the nutrients because of the heat and the oxidation process. How long can I store fresh juice? I think I've already answered that. 48 hours and the max 72 hours. But I would say 72 hours as long as it's in a tight container. Make sure it's not plastic. It has to be a glass bottle. Then you can have it for 72 hours. Should I drink juice on an empty stomach? I think I've said yes. Definitely juice has to be in an empty stomach because that's how you're going to gain the benefits. All right, I'm almost done with your questions and answers. The other one is, what's the best fruit to veggie ratio in a juice? It really depends on you. Like I said before, I prefer my 60-40 because I want my juice palatable. I want it tasty. I want to be drinking it while I'm getting ready, while I'm going to the gym. So I do the 60-40, but you can do 60% vegetables, 80% vegetable, depending on your palate. Can I juice leafy greens like kale and spinach? I usually don't juice kale and spinach only because too much of that, again, can remove iron from your body. So I don't juice that, and also because of the doo-doos that I'll find in spinach and kale. So I'm just like, no thank you. I'm not about that stress. What are the best sweeteners for juicers? I wouldn't tell you to add any sweetener in a juicer. Just make sure you can add maybe a watermelon, you can add an orange. Even beetroot has a bit of sugar, so you can add more of the fruits to get the sweet part, but don't add anything into your juicer. Do not even add protein. Do not add fats. Do not add anything because it's going to affect the absorption of the juice. We want something light something that goes straight into your system without going through the digestion process. So keep it simple. How do I make my juice taste less bitter? Of course, add the fruits and vegetables. Add more of the fruits for it to be less bitter. Add the carrots, because carrots also has a nice sweetness to it. So the other question I also get is about juice cleanses and fasting. What is a juice cleanse and how does it work? I've done a juice cleanse and I did it last year. So usually you just do all kinds of juices. You can do this and you drink about, is it 1 liter? 6 liters of juice in a day. So you're just drinking juice for 3 days. It's really great again because it gives your body that rest it requires from digesting. I've done it for 3 days. It wasn't easy because I'm a foodie. I love my ugali, I love my esuga, I love my chicken. But most of the time I think I slept. So it's amazing for your health. It's just great for detoxification. So you can do it for a period of 3 days. Others have done it for a period of 1 week. I don't know how you do it. But the good thing about the juice cleanse, you can have all kinds of recipes, in the morning, because maybe you need more energy, have the watermelon, the beetroot, and then in the evening you can have with the green juices. So it's a lot you can mix and match and play around with it. How long should a juice cleanse last? I say 3 days, but some people do it for 1 week. It really depends on you. Others do it for a day. At times I just want to do a juice cleanse for a day, and that's still perfectly effective for your body. Will I feel hungry during a cleanse? Yes, you will. Day 1, you will feel very hungry, but keep on drinking the juices. Keep on drinking also water. It doesn't mean you don't drink water if you're doing a juice cleanse, but the next day it feels better, and the 3rd day it feels better, and the 4th day you're actually feeling very well. But yes, you will get hungry once in a while. Okay, and the other question is, how do I break a juice fast safely? Start with soups. Because again, you haven't eaten solid food for a while, so you will shock your body. So start with a soup, a light soup, a tomato soup, or a veggie soup, and then have an avocado, and then eat a salad, and then later on upgrade to solid food. But don't go straight into your ugali and esuga and chicken. You will shock the body, and then you'll be bloated. All right, and almost done. Can kids drink fresh juice? Of course. I know so many parents that give their kids juice. Even the kids wake up in the morning and say, Mama, can I have the juice? Amazing. They're going to school. They're going to be exposed to so many germs. So definitely give them the immunity to protect themselves. So definitely it's great for them. Can I replace meals with juice? I wouldn't say so. I've been asked questions and someone tells me, Bidanya, do you only juice? No, I juice fasting in the morning and I have my breakfast, I have my lunch, I have my snacks, I have my dinner. This is just to help my body detoxify, to cleanse it out fasting in the morning, to give it time just to get rid of any junk, and then I eat all my meals +4. All right, and basically those are all the questions I've received from you. Thank you very much for watching. Me with juicing. There'll be more juicing because I want the whole nation to start juicing. As you know, I'm the juicing queen for a reason, but it's just amazing for our health. And I need more of the guys to juice. I know some of them think this is a girly thing. Some of them have tasted the juice here. They're like, I'm not so sure about the beetroot. I will close my eyes drinking this, but this is something that actually your body will ask for the minute you start. It's really a habit. Start and see the difference. And for more questions, feel free to ask. Anything you want to hear from me regarding juicing, I am so happy to share. And cheers to a beautiful life, to healthy living, beautiful skin, and a healthy gut.